Environmental sustainability. Indian startup uses rice crop waste to make biodegradable foam packaging. Mr. Arpit Dupar, a Delhi-based engineer, launched a new business venture called Darakasha Ecosystems to tackle the rice stubble problem. In India, farmers need to clear off millions of tons of dead stalks left over after harvest every year. Because of its high moisture content, rice stubble cannot be used for stove fuel, so they burn it in massive fires. In his factory in the northern Indian states of Punjab and Haryana, he turns 250 metric tons of rice stubble, harvested from 100 acres of farmland, into packaging, while paying the farmers a rate of about $30 per acre for something that they would usually burn. Dupar originally wanted to use mushrooms to rapidly biodegrade baled stacks of rice stubble, but found that the fungus left behind a metabolite that wasn't biodegradable. In other words, he'd have to create a waste problem to solve a waste problem. Over time, he realized that the filaments that make up the subterranean structure of the mushrooms, called mycelium, were acting as a sort of binding agent, turning the baled stubble into something durable. This wasn't a waste material, but could be a usable one, said Dupar. Through biofabrication, we could use the stubble waste to create a material similar to polystyrene, but one that was biodegradable. A lot of these sustainable packaging ideas are floating around, invented by people who rarely have experience in markets and commerce. This is not the case with Dupar's stubble packaging. He has already prevented over 500,000 pounds of polystyrene from entering landfills since launching his product, which has numerous exceptional properties. Baked in the oven, the mycelium-bound stubble becomes a hard and fire-retardant substance, allowing it to be laser engraved. Furthermore, the product can tolerate high moisture content and is also anti-static. They sell around 20 metric tons of their product every month, making about $30.5 thousand per annum, mostly by selling to glassware companies. Source: Andy Cobb, Bleak Good News Network. Interreligious Dialogue. Abrahamic Family House changes all the rules of interfaith understanding. On February 16, 2023, the United Arab Emirates officially opened the Abrahamic Family House, consisting of a mosque, church, and synagogue that face one another on the same square in Abu Dhabi. Beside each one stands a tall pillar illuminating an Islamic crescent, a Christian cross, and a Jewish menorah, respectively, shining hopeful light for interfaith tolerance and understanding. The road to its opening began with Pope Francis' February 2019 visit to the UAE, where he met with the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Ahmed Al-Tayeb, leader of the oldest Islamic educational institute in the world. Their meeting ended with the signing of the document on human fraternity, which set ambitious goals to foster interfaith understanding. 4 years later, Muslims, Christians, and Jews gathered to inaugurate the 3 worship centers, each representing one of the 3 Abrahamic faiths, and a representative from each faith provided inaugural remarks. The president of the center, Mohammed Khalifa al-Mubarak, spoke of a new landmark in the country, built within the site of the 6-year-old Louvre, Abu Dhabi. The 3 worship sites, he said, stand for hope, for peaceful coexistence and understanding. The president of the Pontifical Council for Interreligious Dialogue, Cardinal Miguel Angel Ayuso Guiso, noting that the fear is the outcome of a lack of knowledge, referred to the center as a beacon of mutual understanding. The Cardinal said that believers do not need to walk away from their deeply held beliefs to befriend others and to visit their houses of worship. Without renouncing different spiritual resources, he said, each has a command to live with brothers and sisters, whatever their religion. Lastly, the chief rabbi of the United Kingdom, Ephraim Mirvis, referred to the moment as historic, seeing the children of Abraham gathered to build a new world. He challenged the audience to recognize the part of the divine in every person, so we can shape a new world built from loving kindness. But what made a remarkable event even more so was how it represented the re-establishment of Jewish life in the UAE, restoring Judaism to its historic place in Middle Eastern life. No purpose-built synagogue has arisen in the region since 1931. But here was the UAE government which paid for the construction of all three houses, erecting a synagogue in its national capital. Bruce Lustig, Rabbi Emeritus at Washington, D.C.'s Hebrew congregation, was involved in the project, told me the new building challenges and changes all the rules. The Abrahamic family house will be a significant milestone if the center becomes a vibrant point for faiths to interact and live fellowship. But a milestone is not an endpoint. Rather, it marks progress towards a destination. With its opening, the Abrahamic family house is now a visible landmark in the Middle East for this journey. Source: Knox Thames, Religion News Service.